the kick for the Wildcats. We are live here at Wildcat Stadium. We got a push going here, Coach. Turned nicely on the return for the Wildcats. First and 10, Monrovia.
Yeah, not surprised on that.
Yep, at their own 31-yard line. Coach, go ahead, Coach.
Well, not surprised on that. They don't want to kick it deep to our returners. They've got such tremendous speed back there. I think South Pasadena better take a chance with one of the up fronts.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. Mario Minor is a speedster along with the other speedster, both seniors, Mr. Dalen Wilson. First time for the Wildcats at their own 31-yard line. Hernandez back for the quarterback for the Wildcats. We have an official timeout.
Delay a game.
Delay a game. Well, hold on, Coach. Looks like catcher applauding.
Could be too many men on the field. That came from the back judge, and usually he's either involved in a delay a game or he spots to see if somebody doesn't take off, and number 2 decides to leave. Hey, they're playing the Wildcats. They need 12.
All right, first and 5 for the Wildcats. Ball on the 36-yard line. Hernandez back to pass. He's going across for number 1. Cameron Rufus. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Coach, looks like a 15-yard pickup for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. Usually their first 10, 15 plays are scripted, and right now the script looks good.
Yeah, Cameron Rufus is just one of the top 3 receivers they have here at the Wildcats Stadium. First and 10. Hernandez back to pass. He's going downfield.
He's open.
Oh,
what a catch. Oh, they're going it.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Dalen Wilson.
Yeah, he had created space, and it just was a little underthrown, and then they all had to come back for it.
Hey, Elliot, your feet, okay? Hey, you got your hand outside your body.
That's usually a hold. Although that's a little deep in the end zone, that could be roughing the passer. He's putting it back in his pocket. Oh, there it is, a hold.
First and 20. Ball at their own 40-yard line. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hernandez, quarterback, and then off to number 5. Whoa. Mr. Tyree Miles, transfer senior for the Wildcats. Picked up some of the yard, Coach. Still got a few to go.
Second down, and you don't want to try and get everything back in one. If they can get about half of this back, I think they'll be happy.
Coach mentioned second and 14 for the Wildcats. He's at their own 46-yard line. Hernandez,
Second 14.
pass is caught by number 1. And Rufus over at the Tigers' 43-yard line. It's a third down for the Wildcats, Coach.
Third down and a couple, and that leaves you a lot of options, and chances are you're on their side of the 50, could even be 4-down territory.
33 for the Wildcats. Let's see if we're going to get a first down here, Coach. Hernandez in the backfield, the quarterback. And off to the Wildcats.
Well, that's going to set up the decision now. How aggressive do you want to be this early? Believe in your defense, and I don't think there's a question.
Tyree Miles on the run for the Cats came up short. Coach Red looks like it'll be fourth down. Cats are going for it. Handoff, number 5. Catch ball. Good go. Tackle at the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats. They got a pickup of 20.
And the best news is no laundry on the field. Good decision by the coach, and they're hurrying up.
Tyree Miles still in the backfield for the Wildcats. First and 10. Monrovia at the Tiger 25-yard line. Hernandez going to the corner. He's going to the corner. Touchdown! Wildcats! Dalen Wilson on the catch for the Wildcats.
Just a pitch and catch on that. Dalen beat his man, had about an 8-yard lead on him, and Nicholas delivered the ball.
Dalen Wilson averaging 21.5 yards per carry. Touchdown already.
He just increased that.
Catch one try for the extra point.
Brian Gomez in to attempt that.
Kick is up.
Whistles.
Really cool, Mark, you do, Coach.
Looks like we have an offsides on the defense.
The Tigers look like they came off real soon, Coach, on both ends.
The kick is good. They're going to decide, do they want to maybe punch it in for 2? I'd suggest if it's good, just take the point and go. Looks like they may not have had a choice. That may be a pre-snap penalty. So even though I think Brian finished the kick, it was a dead ball.
Two times in charge, Cat's line, tangle. 9 minutes and 48 seconds in the first quarter. And so far, 6-0. That's a bang for the extra point. Screen. Difficulties happening here, folks. Kick is up. That's good. 9 minutes and 48 seconds in the first quarter. Cat's 7, Tigers 0.
Well, if they were following their script, it certainly played out well. Drove it down the field. One challenge, they had to go for it on 4th, and then from there on, 2 plays, touchdown. Yeah, outstanding, as it should be, as it should be. He is indeed leading tackler on the team by quite a margin.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is at their own 21-yard line. And off in the backfield to number 22, Mr. Ethan Hung. Cat stopped him. Looks like a
Number 26 in on that tackle. Jacob Castillo.
Where's Williams? 26, second and 9 for the Tigers. Ball's at the own 22-yard line with 9 minutes and 4 seconds left. Pass is deflected. Almost intercepted by the Wildcats. Number 3, Hunter Baxter again, Coach.
Yeah, he's regretting that one. He's, oh man, I had 6 on the pick. Yeah, sometimes that's why they're on defense.
Well, tough and go. 9 yards for the Tigers. Third down, ball still spotted on the 22-yard line.
Jacob! Back up, Jacob! Back up!
Position.
Hey, let's go deep. Be disciplined.
Big hit over there by number 4. Dalen Wilson introducing himself. I don't think he's taking him to the homecoming dance.
Mr. Dalen Wilson back for the Wildcats. Was blocked that coach. Dalen picked it up. So they are picking for the play by Mr. Dalen Wilson for the Wildcats. First and 10, Monrovia. All will be spotted on 42-yard line, coach.
Cats take over again, ready to roll, move another 60 yards for another 6 would be an outstanding call. Got a question, you got to be careful on those. That's an exciting pickup, but you got to be careful.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Mr. Hernandez in the backfield, the quarterback. So it looks like Mr. Tyree Miles in the backfield, handoff number 5, going around the corner. He's good go, coach.
Got him stepping out.
He's still coming out, coach.
That was a tightrope. Walked the tightrope there, but he picked up first down, moved the chains.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Coach is right here. Monrovia is moving down the field, coach. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left still in the first quarter.
Cats looking good tonight. Looks like their scouting reports and such are paying off.
Yeah. I've seen this play before, coach. It's like a classic. Obviously, we've got 4 receivers.
Got a lot of folks over there.
Hernandez in the backfield, quarterback for the Wildcats. Hernandez back to pass. He's scrambling. He's taking off. He falls for a, looks like a 1-yard pickup, coach. Looks like he tumbled.
Looks like one. Yeah. Toe tackle. I think it was the 45-yard line tripped him up.
Second and 9 for the Wildcats at the Tigers' 43-yard line.
Trip set to the right.
Quarterback in the backfield. Number 5, Tyree Miles. Handoffs to Miles, going up the middle. Whoa! Over the, looks like the Tiger 38-yard line. Third down for the Wildcats.
So it'll be 3rd and 4. And again, they showed that they get close. 4-down territory is just another down to get a first down.
Wildcats are in a momentum situation here. They got the same offensive setting, coach, as last time. Hernandez and Miles in the backfield. Having a conversation about the play here. Hernandez back to pass. Going downfield.
He sat on that one.
Pass is intercepted by the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't think Nick saw that guy sitting in the backfield. He saw the opening and didn't read that safety, just playing deep and playing ball. Quicker release, could have caught him a bit sooner, but I think that's just one of those got tricked.
Yeah, Nick has 25 touchdowns for the season, 4 interceptions. Makes this his 5th interception only. So, Coach, I totally agree with you. First and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at their own 25-yard line. Let's see what the defense is about here, Coach.
Well, this is all about how quickly do you respond. They were just out there a little bit, and they got to go right back out sooner than they anticipated. Looks like a timeout by South Pasadena.
Timeout Tigers, as Coach mentioned, with 5 minutes and 59 seconds left. Wildcat 7, Tiger 0.
Well, who do the Wildcats play next week? Don't want to look ahead too soon, but
Yeah, we want to lock it down, Coach.
always a battle.
Yeah, and it gets serious. Ready for us, despite our records. That's a football game.
That is indeed. I've heard that a number of times this week about that. If the Cats can do the business here, now it's a matter of getting ready to get to playoffs. So you don't want something happening next week that could endanger that.
We've got some other things happening this week on behalf of the Wildcats. Monrovia High School girls volleyball team defeated Temple City yesterday in a tie-breaking match. It's qualified for the CIF.
Is that right? Outstanding. Congratulations, Lady Cats.
Check in on Monday. Let's see what the girls play next. That's pretty awesome, Coach. We are CIF bound in volleyball. Let's see where we are in football, Coach.
Let's see.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
Currently rated number 4 in the Division 9.
First and 10. We have a little screen issue here. I'm sure our folks at Digital Studies Academy is going to hook us up, and they did. Hand off to the running back. Ooh, what a hit, Coach.
Almost like knocking our TV screen out.
Yeah, that hit was so tough it did knock our screen out. Mr. Hernandez hitting him like big buttons. Oh boy. Second and 5 for the Tigers. Ball is at the 30-yard line. 5 minutes and 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A little difficult, the technical side here, folks, but Digital Studios Academy has us going. Second down. Tigers are handing it off to number 23. Looks like he's caught in the backfield, Coach.
Cats having nothing to do with that.
Hunter nicely again on the tackle for the Wildcats. He's a head hunter, Coach.
Yep.
He looks for the ball.
He often finds it.
So 32 for the Tigers. Ball is at their own 33-yard line. 4 minutes and 48 seconds and counting at the first quarter.
Daniel Garcia runs in to give some relief.
Okay, we got some fresh hitters here, Coach. Hand off to the running back. Let's see if he gets the first. Oh,
It's going to be close.
He's close.
Looks like he's going to get it.
Yep, they're pulling the first and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is spotted at their own 35-yard line.
That's that all-important chain gang led by Mr. Randy Medina with Bobby Fernandez, Hino Lujan, and probably Jeff Ferguson manning those chains. Got to give us an extra link or two.
The old Dean himself. First down for the Tigers. Again, they're still at their own 35-yard line. Let's see the Tigers marching and handing on. Looks like he's caught in the backfield, Coach.
Now the vice is tightening.
Big number 58 looks like the tackler, Mr. David Lopez. You just called him out, Coach. He just came in the game, didn't he?
That was Daniel.
That was Daniel, okay. No gain on the place. Still 10 yards, second and 10. Ball still at their 35-yard line.
Captain Michael Jordan anchoring that left side. He's been a stalwart all season long. Just an excellent player.
Indeed he is, Coach.
Basketball player too, I think.
Second down. Quarterbacks back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 22. Makes it third down for the Tigers.
Hunter nicely pressuring the quarterback there. Make him throw that quick, and the back out just didn't want to catch. Obvious passing down, I would say here, don't you?
Yep, third and 10 for the Tigers. Quarterback will set up in the backfield for a pass. Tigers are blitzing. Pass is complete. Tackle quickly at the 38-yard line, short of the first down, makes it 4th down for the Tiger coach.
Bend but don't break. It's going to be an interesting challenge. South Pass knows they don't have a lot of choices, but it looks like they are doing the wise thing, sending out a punt team.
Back to receive for the Wildcats, number 4, Dana Wilson.
Had about a 10-yard return last time.
Yeah. He's not scared, coach.
He is not scared.
4th and 4 for the Tigers. This is a nice knuckle kick.
Nice little kick, rolled back in.
It's a 62-yard kick, coach.
Yeah, you got to like that if you're South Pasadena. And put those Wildcats back a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Cats. As Coach mentioned, they're back at their own 13-yard line. 2 minutes and 20 seconds after play. Still in the first quarter.
Of course, Wildcats just look at that. That's a little extra yardage we can pick up. Now we get an 88-yard drive.
First down, Monrovia. Handoff in the backfield.
Fake on the fly sweep, hand it off to the running back up the middle.
Yeah, Miles over carried again.
Looks like we have a
injured player.
South Pass has a player down.
58 for the Tigers. Daniel Garcia, the senior.
Now, speaking of seniors, you were saying the senior night tonight. What do they do on that?
Well, thus far, Coach, I've seen the seniors accommodated by their parents, introduced by Mr. Paul Dawes this evening. Coach, we had a line all the way around the football field full of seniors.
Is that right?
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's awesome. So they're just recognizing all the senior athletes.
Indeed they did, Coach.
There was quite a turnout. I know that for a fact.
He's up, Coach.
Oh, that's great. Let's hear it for him.
He's all right, Coach. Took a licking. He's still kicking.
He's still ready. He wants to be back in, but he's got to come out for a play.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. You think we're coming together? We're both being the same team. Second and 10 for the Wildcats. Hernandez is back to pass. He's going long. Oh! Pass is incomplete.
He's going to see that one in his sleep tonight. He had that one wide open. He just overthrew. That was Rudy Flores coming down the sideline, uncontested, wide open, and it just was a couple yards too long. Needed a little Tyreek Hill speed.
Yep. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball still at their own 10-yard line. 1 minute and 55 seconds left to play the first quarter. Hernandez is back to pass. He's going downfield. Pass is caught. Cameron Rufus. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
They say raise the Rufus, I hear. And that was just a beautifully thrown ball. It was before the break. He turned, and it was right there and caught it and pulled it in.
6'2", 210 pounds, Mr. Cameron Rufus for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Monrovia. All at their own 39-yard line. Check that 29-yard line. Penalty markers are down. Looks like backfield motion, Coach. Yep.
Somebody moving.
Yep. Legal motion against the Wildcats.
Got excited.
Still first quarter, folks, with 1 minute and 46 seconds left to play. 7-0 Wildcats. Handoff is number 5. Let's see if you can go for the first, Coach. And there is a penalty marker now.
Yeah, it's out there. That's a lot of times that's a hold. Wide receiver trying to make a little room for the.
Indeed, it could be the case, Coach. It looks like we're going backwards. You're right indeed, Coach. Penalty against the Wildcats.
Well, as always, that'll walk it back. About the only thing good out of this is still first down.
Yeah, indeed it is, Coach. 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. I think it's a little bit more. It looks like 1st and 19 for the Wildcats. Check that. 1st and 15. Ball spotted at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 20, Coach. I get it right, Coach. Hernandez back to pass. He's going long. Caught! Touchdown, Wildcats! Dalen Wilson.
Dalen having himself a day. Well, you're thinking, gosh, do we have a play for 1 and 20? Now let's make it 1 and 80. 80-yard toss, touchdown.
Indeed, you're right, Coach. Cats are playing tonight. The Wildcats are ready for the extra point.
Well, the best part there, we talked about how he overthrew the receiver the last time coming down the other side with Rudy. This one was right on money, and Dalen just ran it down.
Yes, indeed. Give that man some water. Kick is up. And it's good. 1 minute and 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cats 14. Tigers 0.
Brian Gomez adding another kick into the point totals. It's always good to have a kicker that's accurate, and the Wildcats have two with Bryce Cusick and Brian Gomez.
That Cusick clan. Cats are looking good, Coach. Folks, here's a Wildcats band. Marching band for the Wildcats here at Dunn Montgomery Sports Complex and Wildcat Stadium. Established 1893, Monrovia High School here in beautiful Monrovia, California, the gem city of the foothills. Again, we'd like to thank Digital Studios. Check that Studies Academy that is sponsoring your live broadcasting, which can be seen on YouTube, channel MHS Wildcat TV. Cats are set to kick off to the Tigers with 1 minute and 24 seconds left to play still in the first quarter, Coach. 20, 25, 30, 35. He could go all the caught, and there is a penalty marker now. He got his cardio for tonight. Looks like a holding, Coach. Nice highlight, Phil.
That is a highlight. You don't have to tell anybody that was called back.
But they're coming back.
I don't know what they can do there. They're gonna talk about it, but that flag was thrown awfully early, and generally that early, that far, that deep is a hold.
Yeah, I wouldn't call his own cooking either, Coach.
Oh, not a chance. No. I guess the decision now: do we want to take the penalty or let him have a touchdown? Oh, block below the block, chop block. Not nice.
Can't be chopping the legs off. Again, we're celebrating here on senior night and homecoming night. We will have a long halftime.
Well, that's another hole for South Pasadena to attempt to come back on. Get a couple of rushes. You could see a safety or definitely a pick six quick here.
Will be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the whole 9-yard line. 1 minute and 13 seconds left to play. It's loud tonight, folks. It is loud here at Wildcat Stadium. Tigers back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Broken up by number 4, Mr. Meyer.
That was just that was a nice play by Dalen. Stayed right inside the receiver and reached up at the last moment. No contact, no play. Just an outstanding defensive play.
Old school defense, coach. Stay on the hip. Stay on the hip. Second and 10 for the Tigers. And off to the workhorse in the backfield for the Tigers, tackled by a host of Wildcats.
That'll leave second and about 9.
Yeah, it looks like 3rd and 8, coach.
Oh, right, 3rd down. That's right, 3rd and 8. We're going to try that little screen again, and we can pick that off.
Clock is running with 37 seconds running in the first quarter. It's a long first quarter, coach.
There's your movement.
Penalty markers again. The Tigers are getting itchy.
Cardinal sin when your receiver does the movement. He's got to look down the line, see the ball, and move when the ball does. He doesn't care about the count.
Indeed. It's always the yellow flag.
Might be a nice time to let Hunter Nicely get going.
3rd down, 13 for the Tigers. Quarterback's back to pass. He's in the end zone. Oh! Smart move on behalf of the quarterback by sliding to the ground, coach.
Yep.
Makes it 4th down for the Tigers. Ball way back.
Do you go punt block?
Like the referee's going to let the quarter run out.
I think so. South pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of our first period. Score, Cats 14, Tiger 0.
Well, you got to like that as far as the offense and defense going. You got scored a couple touchdowns, moved the ball rather easily, and your defense is pitching a shutout, pretty much playing the game in the South Pasadena side of the field. Going to be a wonderful festivities at halftime. You still got time. Rush on down.
Yeah, homecoming queen and king will be acknowledged by Mr. Paul Knowles. We have a capacity crowd here tonight, Coach. Not an empty seat in the house. Not an empty seat in the house.
Nope, they're all here. Everybody's here. Looks like I see Councilman Larry Spicer here.
Spice Doctor. Councilman Spicer's in the house. Pastor Chris Bourne is in the house.
If you've been to Monrovia, you're probably here tonight unless you just got something else to do.
It is a packed house, Coach, full of alumni all over the stadium here.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to see.
Quarterback. Good throw. 15-yard return by the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Monrovia.
Cats will have it at what, about the 25?
Yeah, Mr. Wilson. 1st and 10, Monrovia. The Tigers into the field, Coach. Is the best, I guess the best spot defense tonight, Coach.
Yeah, best starting position. See what we can do with this wealth of riches here.
Looks like Rudy Flores, number 6 in the backfield for the Wildcats, along with the quarterback, Mr. Hernandez. Hernandez back to pass, going to the end zone. Caught!
That was very fair and outstanding catch. He was so close on that.
Yeah. Excellent effort, Mr. Miner.
Just hit the ground as bounced as he hit.
2nd down, steal. The Tigers' 25-yard line for the Wildcats. Hernandez and Flores in the backfield for Monrovia. Handoff is number 6. He's going up the middle. Good goal. Touchdown!
Came right into your living room on that one, folks.
Rudy Flores, number 6, goes to just push that one right on in.
They just took it right up the middle. Outstanding blocks by the offensive line. Opened that up, and there was just nobody to stop it.
20 to nothing. Wildcats, 11 minutes and 34 seconds. Monrovia will be trying for the extra point. Mr. Brian Gomez, kick is up. It's good. 11 minutes and 34 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Wildcats 21, Tigers 0. Me and Larry say the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that we are broadcasting live on YouTube, channel MHS Wildcat TV. Senior night and homecoming night. Also the game of the week. Also live broadcast on NFHS.net.
Yeah, NFHS is the governing body that provides just so much wealth of information, coaches training, just an outstanding organization, rule books, everything comes out of the NFHS.
That's good to know, Coach. Great to know. Wildcats are prepared to kick off.
Oops. That's an oops.
That's a no-no, Coach.
That'll bring the ball out to the 35. Could have been a wind, kind of hooked it into the wind. That's like my golf drive. You got one too?
The wind or the weeds, whichever's first.
Yeah.
Let's see, Coach. Looks like you're spot on with the ball starting at the 35-yard line. Tigers. 11 minutes and 34 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
They're probably happy. That's probably their best field position of the night as well.
Indeed it is, Coach. First and 10, Tigers. Pitch out to the running back. Here comes the Cats. You got a fear on the play there, Coach. Nicely. Wilson. Cats are playing some great defense, Coach.
Yeah, they're really flying to the ball. No question about it that they're filling their gaps, responsibility, and that's the important piece. To take care of your business, and as the dreaded Patriots say, do your job.
No Wildcat cheerleaders, they celebrate in their pink. Celebrated month videos for the cancer. Pass is complete to number 20. Tackled hard by number 4. Mr. David Wilson is having a heck of a game tonight, Coach.
He is having a heck of a game tonight. Yep.
Let's go, cheerleaders.
Matt Willman coming over to assist, but none was needed.
Yep. As you can see on the clock is ticking with 10 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 21-0. Wildcats against the Tigers of South Pasadena. 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Ball is at the Pasadena 42-yard line. The quarterback is back to pass. In fact, he's going across the middle. Pass is incomplete. Broken up by number 12, Coach. Looks like Mr.
Kai Taylor. Kai Taylor.
Kai Taylor it is.
Well done. And again, 4th down. I don't know what they're going to think about. I know they're down 21, but no use giving the Cats a quick 28.
Yeah, 4th and 3, Coach. Nobody's coming out.
Their hands are for. I think it's one of those things. It's maybe they're hoping it's October. We're purple. We're orange and black. It's our month.
Month of Halloween. Tigers are going for it. 4th and 3. Let's see. quarterback is back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Oh! Pass is caught, but tackle is short.
Not going to make it.
Mario Minor, the tackler, number 2 for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Monrovia.
Yeah, he came up short. Even if they would give him the spot of the original catch, he still would have been about a yard short.
Yeah, it was a good effort, Coach. 1st
Yeah.
and 10 for the Wildcats at the Tigers' 42-yard line. Another good position to be in, Coach. The ball was at the Tigers' end of the field.
Well, that's that warning. If you're a receiver, you always want to get past those sticks. When you get the catch, you're in first down territory.
First and 10 Wildcats, 9 minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Henderson back to pass. Pass is complete to the running back. What a move, Coach.
Might want to check him for a broken ankle. That was a great move by Tyree Miles.
A little shake and bake going here tonight, Coach.
Shake and bake.
2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. Ball is at the Tigers' 38-yard line. Pitch out to the running back. Miles again, coach number 5, the workhorse tonight for the Wildcats. Still short of the first down.
Still a little short.
Yeah, what do you think, Coach? 32, 33?
It's a little more like a long 3, maybe even 4.
Yeah, indeed. Third and 4 for the Wildcats. Senior coach. Hernandez back to pass. Whoa, pass is
Beautiful,
caught.
beautiful.
Nice catch, Coach. Look at Mr. Hernandez.
Yep, toe drag swag. Getting that foot down.
Check that. That's Rudy Flores, number 6.
Yep, Rudy. Yeah, in high school, again, you need only 1 foot, and he had both of them down, though.
Yes, indeed. Just like college, Coach. First and 10 for the Wildcats. They're still running at the 36-yard line of the Tigers. Hernandez in the backfield. Handoff is number 5 going around the corner. Tackled out of bounds. Miles again, number 5.
Nice block on the perimeter by Rudy Flores, going one-on-one on the outside to give Tyree some space.
2nd and 2 for the Wildcats. Ball is at the 20-yard line of the Tigers. Handoff's number 5. He's going up the middle. Caught at the 5-yard line.
Just a nice off tackle run behind the blocking of John Barber.
Short, just short on the touchdown, number 5. Tyree Miles. Second and goal for the Wildcats. Handoff number 5. Touchdown.
A little cutback.
Wildcats are having a way tonight, Coach.
Yep, that one was the Tyree Miles show. Carrying the bulk of that work on that drive.
Again, we'd like to welcome you to the Montgomery Sports Complex at Wildcat Stadium. Monrovia High School, established in 1893 here in Monrovia, California. Gomez set for the kick. Kick is up. It is good. 8 minutes and 34 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Wildcats 28, Tigers 0.
Haven't seen it tonight, but I have a good feeling we're going to see it. Some real nice work has been done on the Big M up on the hill, thanks to the Poker Jack family. Stepped up and cleaned it up, made it look nice. So we should get a good look at the M, and things hold, we'll get a good look at a V. So a big thank you to the Poker Jack family. Ball.
The two
Oh,
return for the Tigers.
long throw there. Could have been a former quarterback with that throw. It's going back against South Pass. Probably one of the nice things is this is the first true football weather Friday I remember in a while, with a nice cool evening. And as you said, a packed Wildcat Stadium. You'll probably notice a lot of pink going on out here. Today was, they've had blackout, whiteout. It was pink out today, and a number of posters were seen sporting cures for breast cancer, and we certainly endorse that. Oh, without a doubt, yeah, they're really rolling. Came in a year ago, getting his program in place, and really starting to see some dividend benefits. Yep. Michael Jordan as well. Looking very sharp, very sharp. It looks like South Pasadena says, you know what, let's just kind of keep grinding the clock. Let's roll this thing. We haven't had much success throwing it, and this takes seconds off the clock. No, I think we'll get there pretty soon. Mid-third quarter, probably. It's a cheer fest, cheer challenge. Kai Tyler right in on that. Made sure he didn't hold on to the ball. Got a punt. Always an exciting time.
Camera 3 or camera 7?
Do our viewers at home get to sit and watch this? Do they get the entertainment?
Stop bobbing up and down and making a little bit of movement. Thank you.
Ooh. So you'll know when we know who the king and queen are. Outstanding. Thank you very much. Is this still Monrovia Video Productions? Is that what they call themselves? But the students run the cameras, right? He could. Just when you think you've got him, you don't got him. We got lots of highlights for this from this game. That'll add to the video file.
We're broadcasting live, folks. This is the game of the week. Also live on mfhs.net.
In honor of Mr. John Russell, that would be a great googly moogly.
It's good. 6 minutes and 35 seconds in the second quarter. Cats 35, Tigers 0.
Well, Wildcats definitely having their way. This is where you want to maybe start thinking about when do we put in some of the backup players to get them some work, which is always inevitably necessary as you move into playoffs. You lose a player for a reason, and you want to have somebody that gets in that isn't blinded by the lights of the first-time play. So we'll hopefully see that. Well, I think chances are really good of that. Well, he's done it again. I'm not sure. Brian's going to go back to the drawing board and he say, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that one again. There is a little windy, so maybe that ball's just kind of dropped off the tee when he attacked there. Chop block against South Pasadena. That is the second chop. One was on a return. Wildcats a little lucky they didn't have offsetting penalties. Looks like Mr. Nicely had a handful of one of the receivers. But that said, move it back. And that's a big one. That's a 15-yarder. I think you'll check that, 1st and 25. It was 1st and 10.
Ball is back at the 20-yard line. Started at their own 35, so indeed it is 15 yards. 6 minutes and 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Tigers are back to pass. Pass is intended to Green. To number 2. Actually, number 3 this time. Looks like the same pace, coach.
Yeah. I think it's been about their only passes that roll right. They tried a couple to the left with no success, and the receivers just don't want to hold on to that ball.
I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, Boo.
Defensive line just pinning their ears back. They're coming hard. Tackled that time by Jeremy Cruz-Saylor. Stepped in, net gain, -1. Nope, 1. They got a big 1 out of that. It looks like.
26, coach.
Yeah, well, no, that'd be a net loss. Tackle for a loss, TFL.
Third and a long way to go.
Long way to go. Usually you see a screen or draw and something like this, unless you're really playing Russian roulette. And they were. No, I think that might have been Mario Minor out there.
Hawkins County with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left to play. Still in the second quarter.
Anticipate a fake punt here.
You better fake it down the field, coach. But you never know, coach.
You never know.
You have nothing to lose.
Oh, they even laid on.
Let's see here, later on or 2 meters.
Oh my goodness.
It's a fake.
No, not a fake. They just had a guy that wasn't in position, and the official said, "Yeah, we're not calling it."
Number 4, back to return for the Wildcats. Looks like he's going to be tackled. Moves off the ball. Picks it up. And tackle in the backfield at the Wildcats 27 yard.
We got a little scrum going. There's one foul on number 13.
Come on, guys.
And now it's getting out of hand. Come on, this is what you don't want to have happen.
Oh, you know.
There's no way your kids want to miss. They don't want to miss next week, but they definitely don't want to miss a week after that. That play should have never happened. Their alignment wasn't even set, and they just, with the score being what it is, I think the official just swallowed his flag, and then it led to this. Now they're trying to figure out who gets credit for being the guilty one. That's being nice.
3 flags, so somebody is not going to miss. The frustration of the Tigers is real. Coach is at a little power. We're going to look up and get everybody in place.
Yep, definitely going to call them together and say, listen, guys, they're down 35-0. We need to step up, play our game, don't get caught up in negative things, and scoreboard speaks for itself. You don't need to say a word, and if they want to talk, let them chirp.
You see Coach Williams making that verbally clear.
Well, as you said, the officiating crew is going to work this out, and hopefully we'll just get back to playing football. Well, that's probably what the discussion is. Could be the flagrant. A lot of times you get, it'll be on something like that. Might be a warning, and the second next one will toss you. But they may decide that it was enough to send him to the locker room early. Official
Wildcats are in the middle of the field. Here we go. All four. Somebody getting tossed, Coach.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think it may end up being a double toss.
Somebody's getting tossed here at Wildcat Stadium as we celebrate senior night and homecoming. Monrovia High School, established in 1893 here in the Gym City of the 30 years.
That should be post-kick foul, so it's not like let's go back and do it over again. But because that was after so it was not dead ball, but post-kick. So it'll either be enforced, like it could be a double foul, one from each side or multiples.
I agree, Coach. I saw two fingers. And the referee on the right hand.
Well, and what made it a little worse is you had the initial, and then there was more John and pushing and all that after the fact. Yeah, if we had a clock on it. I don't think the NFL takes this long in their reviews. Little Dandy Don for those of you old enough.
Let's get it on, Wildcats. 4 minutes and 36 seconds in the second quarter. 35-0. Wildcats over the Tigers. Here celebrating homecoming evening here at the Don Montgomery Sports Complex at Wildcat Stadium.
So once again, you were saying the Lady Wildcats have qualified to go forward into this. They've qualified for the CIF.
Yes, indeed, Coach. They defeated Temple City yesterday in a tie-breaking match, and they have indeed qualified. In addition, Monrovia High School boys water polo are going to be hosting Blair next Monday, Temple City next Thursday at the pool. So come out, cheer the Wildcats on the victory.
Oh, outstanding! Yeah, you definitely want to take that in.
All right, Coach.
Here we go.
Where's the ref going to say here?
Personal foul.
You're watching it, folks.
He's saying it, but he's not showing us.
All he needs is a microphone.
Yeah, I don't know if he doesn't have one. Do they have one here?
Yeah, we're going to have to look here, Coach. Let's see. Somebody's getting tossed.
Do they normally have a mic on this guy?
36 seconds, 35 zip. Wildcats.
Here he goes.
All right, here we go.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Player, is that player ejected?
We're lip reading here, folks. Especially in the middle of the field.
Personal foul. Ejected.
Ejected. So, Coach, who's ejected? Wildcat?
Looks like it would be a Wildcat, yeah.
I think number 14.
I think number 14 was the one that was flagged.
Yeah, he's not getting dinner tonight.
Although it looks like number 13 is walking. Christopher Kerr.
13's not getting dinner tonight.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah. He took it for the team, I guess. Oh, South Pass is joining the sideline, too.
Looks like we got a twofer here, Coach.
Somebody keep an eye on the back behind the stadium.
Pasadena players are being ejected as well.
So it was an offsetting, but they'll probably just. This is always a fun one here. I still have to say I don't know the history behind it. It should be, if they were both fouls, it should be walked backward then walked forward. But right now the penalty is only going back against the Wildcats. Well,
Here we go, folks.
South Pasadena coach wants an explanation as to what's going on.
We're not going yet, folks. As Coach said, the referees are standing with the South Pasadena coach, Coach Jeff Chi. It's 5-2 team. Representing the Southern Section Division 13. 300.
Well, again, Wildcats compete in Division 9. Is that correct? I think they're Division 9, and they're in the. They're like currently number 4 in that division.
Looks like the Tiger coach, he is satisfied, or at least he something for inspiration from the referees.
They probably asked him, "You want to join your player in the locker room?" He goes, "No, I'm okay."
I'll tell you, folks. No hot dogs and hamburgers for the rest of the way. What do you think? About 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
I'm hoping. And play.
Here we go, folks. First and 10 for the Cats. Ball's at their own 13-yard line.
Oh, is that Devin Mays making an appearance?
Mays is coming out tonight. I know he's been hurt, coach. So
I was wondering. So it's out. Boy, you add him back to the mix. The Wildcats now have just taken another step forward in their chances of success. Devin Mays is just one fantastic ball player.
coach indeed. Cats are stacked on the right side. Oh, pass is incomplete.
Forward pass, backward pass. Looks like they're calling it a. Nope, they're calling that a lateral.
Is it lateral?
Lateral.
Okay.
Take so that's a loss of 4.
Pretty close. That ain't what that close. He did touch the back. So, looking before you grab.
Yeah, he was on his way up the field, and the quarterback laid it out there.
Second and 13 for the Wildcats. Check that.
Well, I think you're right on.
Second and 13 it is. Ball still at the 10-yard line. There he goes. Mr. Devin.
Oh, we got laundry,
And there is a penalty marker down.
and we got laundry on the back side. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh
Devin,
my
you got it right.
goodness.
They healed you, Devin, but I don't think the penalty is against him, Devin.
That's okay. Run a little rust out.
That's an argument. I don't think he's going to win, coach. Holding against the Wildcats. Ball will be coming back.
Master, can you track our players? Thank you. We're going to go to you right now.
Mr. Devin Mays.
Devin's going, come on. You know how hard I had to run on that one?
Devin wants his own fifty.
Come on. It wasn't even near the play. Don't call that stuff.
Things are going so well. Why not, coach?
I agree. That's a half the distance to the goal. Now what do we got? Mr. Williams, do the math.
Let's see if Brubaker's got it right on the clock. I know it's second, coach. It's like second and 20.
I'll take that. Clock is running.
3 minutes and 49 seconds left to play.
There it goes again. Oh, you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. Oh, no.
Nice tracking camera, too. We're going to go back to Master because your camera's studying, but you know what? Either
3
way.
minutes and 40 seconds still.
No, I think the official's going to try and help us out and let it run. We got a hold against,
The wrong person out, coach. It is Engel.
trying to give Devin a little extra room on the outside. Somebody grabbed a jersey and held on. At least they don't have to lose that many yards. It's only going to be another 2-3 yards, 2.5 yards maybe.
Second down steal for the Wildcats. Ball is back at their own 5-yard line now.
Well, that's interesting. Did they decline the penalty?
Second and 23.
They didn't move the chain, so
They didn't move the chain either, Coach Roy.
must be a 35-0 rule.
All right, here we go. Devin Mays in the backfield. Hernandez, the quarterback.
Something going to you.
And
Track
off
first
number
without
8.
the ball. Good
Check
job,
that.
good job.
Zep Casio in the backfield, the runner for the Wildcats. It's that third down, coach. Looks like we got a little extra room.
There you go.
And we're going to you. Just keep
2
that
minutes
going
and
today.
58 seconds.
HQ, which is Nate. This is Jacob. Copy. How's everything going? Doing just fine. Just following my ass off. Thank you.
Hernandez back to to pass.
Down the middle.
He's going downfield. Pass is intercepted and dropped.
That would have been a fairly decent punt.
Yeah, pass intended for Mario and number 2 for the Wildcats. Coach is right, 4th down and 11. Wildcats are punting.
Oh yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's a chance on this one that we're not. Punter hasn't really had much work, so we got to give him a little bit of practice every game, once a game. That's right. We want to keep him fresh. We don't like seeing him out there much, but we got to have him ready. They got twin backs deep. Calls for the fair catch. Yeah. That would have been about where the interception would have taken place had it, but it didn't.
First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 49-yard line. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to play still in the second quarter. Thank you, Digital Studies Academy. Excellent work. Broadcast live on the YouTube channel, MHS TV. Senior night and homecoming night here.
Fumble, he picks it up. He's on his way. He's rumbling. Nico Farrow. Yeah, I'll tell you, the thought about passing at this point, silly, because the Wildcats are just hungry. Yeah, Nico picked that up, and it was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Cats. Hernandez back to pass. He's going deep.
Looks like they've started to do a little bit of replacement. Big Michael Jordan coming out. Well-deserved rest. He's had a great first half. Maybe the last we see of him on offense anyway. Just an outstanding anchor of the Wildcats and captain. Yeah, it's come to the game for.
7-10 for the Wildcats. Hernandez in the back to it. Quarterback. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 2, Mario. 3rd down.
Cats going no huddle. Have we seen a long field goal out of any of our kickers this year? Interesting situations like this where maybe you try something like that, because again, you got to know what you got going into playoffs.
3rd and 10 for the Wildcats. Hernandez in the backfield by himself. A host of receivers. Hernandez back to pass. He's going for the end zone. Pass is caught. Hit hard. Pass is incomplete. He got hit, Coach.
Yeah, he did. He went up, in a sense, knowing he was about to take a hit. Yeah, he did take a shot. That could be wind knocked out. But precaution is the better part here. Definitely want to get Doc and his crew out there to see what's going on. We'd have about a 47-yarder if we go for a field goal. Don't know what our kicker's leg might be like.
You just mentioned it, Coach. We may have an opportunity. He's up, folks.
Well, that's a great sign. And running. And running.
That's a good sign. That's how you do it, Wildcats. Check it out, number 78 for the Wildcats. Mr. John Barber.
No, I would guess Wildcats might be just a little beyond the leg. You're not going to punt at this point.
2 minutes and 9 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Hernandez and Miles in the backfield for the Wildcats.
Well, you know what you call on a play on this kind of situation. You call for an 11-yard play.
Versus the Hail Mary, huh, Coach?
Well, you might try it, but I'm going to say.
Back to pass. He's going to the corner. Number 5 to Coleman.
Oh, just as he scored, he lost the ball. No replay available. Monrovia Video Productions shuts your cameras off. We don't want to replay. Well, I guess that was a short Hail Mary.
41 set offense. 1 minute and 59 seconds later. This is the first half. Gomez prepared to kick for the offense. The extra point. That's good. 1 minute and 59 seconds of the second quarter. Wildcats 42. Tigers 0.
Well, again, not much in the way of adjustments that you're going to need to have to make. Obviously, the question will be is how long do you stay with your starters? And it does appear that the Wildcats have begun to ease in some of the backups to give them some valuable experience in game-like situations.
We're going to be prepared. Second and 2 and third starters. We have to be prepared. It's going to be a tough time across the field at South Pasadena side of Monrovia with the parents and coaches. We never celebrated homecoming and senior night. Thanks to Kitchen. That's his third one, Coach.
Wow. Well, I think on the third one, you set it on your own 35. It's an extra penalty they get. But you never know. Maybe it coach's orders. He didn't go right that time, though.
Let's hear it for the Wildcat cheerleaders.
What a crew. That is a awesome array. There's there's more cheerleaders than there are football players. That is awesome. And then we got the band still to come. Fireworks.
First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 35-yard line with 1 minute and 59 seconds left to play in the game. Handoff caught in the backfield. Number 58 looks like the tackle for the Wildcats. Big number David Lopez. Second and 10. Check that. Second and 13 for the Tigers. Ball is back at their own 32-yard line. Handoffs in the backfield. Caught in the backfield. Tackle was originally led by my neighbor, Mr. Jeremy Cruz Saylor, number 18. There he is. Big Jeremy.
Well, let's see. Did they delay? Yeah, I think this is where the white hat holds it long enough so that you can take a knee. Oh no. What do we got? Sideline warning. Timeout. South pass. Oh, you've got a man in the backfield. I see.
Yeah, left to your screen is at the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Official timeout. That's what Cats are having. 41.9 seconds left to play in the first half. But we do have some halftime festivities for you with our homecoming crowning of the Queen and King.
Always look forward to that. Full house. Exactly what you want. Perfect night for football.
Yes, indeed, Coach.
Doesn't matter whether it's 100 degrees or 30 degrees. It's always a perfect night for football.
Alumni's all over this place. You can tell by the gear, Coach.
You can.
You can tell by the gear. You got alumni all over the place. Is this Rachel over there?
I think it is.
Let's go, Wildcat cheerleaders! Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Digital Studios Academy here at Monrovia High School, sponsoring our live feed on YouTube. Okay.TV. Peace out, folks. Number 11 looks like you got a little cramp going there.
You got him off the field.
Coming in now on the screen here, folks. Good. 41.9 seconds, 42 zip Monrovia. Coach, we should have a running clock in our second half.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think South Pass coach would be amenable to doing that.
You want to get out of here, Coach. In addition to being patient and waiting on the festivities.
Yeah, very much so.
3rd and 17 for the Tigers. The clock is running. Looks like they're going to allow the clock rather to run out, Coach.
Yeah, I think they're going to do their best. You may get one snap. I'm trying to think. I don't think they're going to call a delay a game.
27.
I would hope the
24 seconds.
white hat tucked to the. No, he's going to still go for it. Oh, there they go.
Handoff to the running back, going around the sideline.
Keep him in bounds. There you go. That's the play. Well, that'll bring us to half.
Folks, we're down to 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Marks ended by first half with our score. Wildcats 42, Tigers 0. Please stick around. No audio. We'll be back, folks.
Simply because we don't have charges.
And this is a special scenario, and this is a special thing that if we had the opportunity to do, we could do it.
Is as Master Chief Money.
His favorite hobby is watching his son play football. And his favorite thing about working here is the chance to interact on a daily basis with the incredible students. Once again, give it up for Mr. Solid McCoy. Joining Mr. McCoy as our second grad varsity this evening is Ms. Yvette Rose. Shaping the lives of her young people, she enjoys hot yoga, salsa dancing, scuba diving, and traveling to places where she can be immersed in nature. Ms. Rivera's favorite thing about teaching here at NHS is watching her students grow and blossom into young adults. She wants to give a shout out to all of her adoring fans. The Grand Marshals will now move to center field. And we'll introduce our court.
I will ask this one more time because it is quiet.
With our freshman court.
Who is on
Ladies and
Western?
gentlemen, please welcome our first couple. Ramon Ramos and Maria Robertson.
Gary on the mic. What?
Sorry about that. Here's Ramon Ramos and Emma Zamatarian. Our second couple. Chris, Dario Cabrera, and Princess Leah Morales. And our final freshman couple, Chris Fisher Morales and Princess Maria Next up, please welcome our first sophomore couple, Chris Taylor Rose and Princess Amy Lara. Our next sophomore couple, Chris Kevin Williams and Princess Tatiana Yurko. And our final sophomore couple, please welcome Chris Sid Espinosa and Princess Sasha Guerrero. Next up, our first junior couple. Please welcome Quinn Andrew Lindock and Princess Elise Suka. Our second junior couple, Chris Jeremy Cruz and my honor to introduce to you their homecoming king and queen for 2019. Their homecoming king is Hunter.
go! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on.
What do you want?
I'm putting it on. Hold it.
It auto fucks it up. Like it goes up and it's
Mike again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Wildcats 42, Tigers 0. At the beginning of the second half in the third quarter, we just had a fun-filled festivity of homecoming king and queen, along with some fireworks on this celebrated evening of senior nights and homecoming. I'm not sure. We may have a running clock, folks. Coach and I seem to think that we're
Yeah, I gotta believe. I think once it's third quarter and a 35-point lead, I believe it is. Option is they talk to the two coaches and see if they're up for a running clock. I think at some point it becomes mandatory.
Yeah. Indeed. Tigers will be receiving the kickoff in the second half. 42-0. Cats over the Tigers. Homecoming evening here at the Don Montgomery Sports Complex and Wildcat Stadium. Happy to see the crew at Digital Studios Academy on screen. That was a nice little show, folks. Digital Studies Academy. All right, Wildcats getting ready to kick it off. 42-0 Wildcats. And we're off. Ball caught at the 5-yard line. 17-yard return. Tigers. Number 20, first and 10. South pass. Ball spotted at their own, 23-yard line, Coach?
Yeah, looks like the 23. Looks like Brian got his kicking alignment. Put that inbounds. And given the
Tigers on the handoff. Looks like a pickup of 2, maybe 1 on the play. The South pass. Ball is at their 23-yard line. Makes it 2nd and 9. Broadcast live here on YouTube, channel MHS Wildcat TV. Tackle a few of them, Coach. Number 9 was in the mix. Mr. Jacob Hernandez, the senior for the Wildcats, makes it, looks like he lost the play, so we're back at, check that, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is at their own 32-yard line.
they've gotten some, and hard to tell, but I didn't see it. Continued to have it run.
Let's see. And pick up a 3 on the play for the Tigers. Second and 7 for the Tigers at their own 35-yard line. Nicely lead on the tackle for the Wildcats.
Joined in by Jeremy.
First and 10 at the Tigers' 32-yard line.
Well, we've got our answer on the running clock. Running.
Let's see, Coach. I think you're right, Coach. We got our second teamer in there. Hernandez is on the sidelines. Look for the we have a penalty marker down. They may call it on the Wildcat.
Yes. 5:42.
No home cooking on this one, Coach. Second and 15 for the Wildcats. Ball will be spotted a little up at the 37-yard line for the Tigers. First and 15 for the Wildcats. Handoff in the backfield. Ball, Coach.
Yeah, Fortuna there, hit the ground, bounced right back to him. He's able to regather it up. Picked up, what, about 3?
Yeah, Mr. David Crisostomo for the Wildcats. Looks like third down for the Wildcats. Get that second and 12 for the Wildcats. We're running a Zeph Pacasio, the runner for the Wildcats, short of the first. Monrovia. Ball spotted at the Tigers' 26.
Yeah.
Oh, end zone. Oh! He wanted to get.
Well, pass interference, 15-yard penalty. It's not about a foul, so a lot of times you'll take 15 yards over a touchdown or something like that.
The 13.5-yard line. His clock is running still at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. First down for the Wildcats. And off in. Wildcats. He's hustling. Oh, he's short. Stopped at the 1-foot-yard line. Mr. David Crisostomo. Cats are in a hurry-up offense. We're trying to score, Coach. Just short of the touchdown. Looks like his knees hit the
Yeah,
ground.
knee went down there before he hit into the end zone.
Cats still with a no-huddle offense. Second and go. Well, Coach, I guess that's still considered a pass.
Well, you fortunately had a receiver in the area, so he does get away with a pass.
Pretty good.
Okay, so I would still say now. What do we got? Third down, fourth down. Third down.
Yep, looks like third. Cats celebrating, Coach. Look at all that pink. It's a pink out, as you said, Coach. Third and goal for the Cats. Let's see if we're going to run the ball or pass the ball this time, Coach.
They're running.
You get the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Mr. David Chrysostomol. Wildcats are pinked out tonight in the stadium. We got a packed house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Cats will be trying for the extra points at 2 minutes and 44 seconds. A run clock.
Still running.
Still running, Coach.
That's the best.
They're trying to get us out of here,
Best
Coach.
news all night.
That's it. Fan it. Cats will try for the extra point. The kick is up. And it's good. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Clock is running. Cats 49, Tigers 0.
Well, again, we take on La Cañada next week, travel to La Cañada, and then the draws and all of that will be done to decide where you would guess the Wildcats will host a home game in round one of the hunt for the Division IX championship. Wildcats set to kick off, under a minute to play in the third quarter. Brian Gomez Souza straightened out his kicking woes, taken at the 10, return to the 20, return of about 13 yards.
Still running clock. Looks like with 30 seconds and counting.
That does bring us to the end of the third period.
49 zip Tigers under. The Cats crawl, grab, claw, anything you want to call it, Coach. It's a beatdown tonight.
It is a beatdown. Well, credit to a well-prepared team that executed, and you just got to give them their props for the night's game.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach Williams and your staff. Again, Coach is right. It's a well-prepared football team tonight, folks. Whoa. You got me.
Mr. Spicer.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're about to call you out on TV here.
All right, we're talking to Councilman Spicer, Mayor Pro Tem Spicer. First down, pass is complete. Hey, Coach, we got the second and third stringers in now.
Yeah, like they got to get somewhere on the line.
House. Way to go, cheerleaders. Look at the folks, we are packed tonight. Look at our stands. Second and 1 for the Tigers. Looks like he's got a handoff for a first down. It looks like it's close, Coach. I don't think they gave it to him. Nope, he's still short. It's like third and still 1 yard.
Still 1, yeah.
Ball's at the Tigers' 32-yard line.
Dave Brubaker doing his job, keeping that accelerator on the clock.
Yeah, the legendary clock master himself, David Brubaker. 49-0 Wildcats. Running clock. Looks like Larry Zonka. Number 5 is the workhorse.
And a first down for Larry.
First down, Tigers.
Tigers did get a first down, Coach, so the clock is still running.
First and 10 for the Tigers. 35-yard line.
Handoff to the Tigers, running around corner. He could make a first down. Looks like it did, Coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, up in the sky, it's a bird, is it a plane? No, it's raining T-shirts.
It's raining T-shirts, folks. That's what you're seeing right now. Oh, good shot. Digital Studios Academy. First down for the Tigers. Handoff to the backfield to the running back. He's going to the outside. Tackle out of bounds. Second ball spotted at the 7-yard line. Still have a running clock, Coach. 9 minutes left to play in the ball game.
I think one thing we're sure of is that'll stay in place even with the touchdown.
Full broadcasting live on YouTube. The YouTube channel MHS Wildcat TV. The Tigers are back to pass. Pass is caught by number 3. He's boogieing on up the road, Coach. Tackled by number 20 of the Wildcats. Mr. Kevin Martinez.
Assisted by Luke Hellberg, number 15.
First and 10 for the Tigers at the Wildcats 25-yard line. 8 minutes and counting in the ball game. Handoff to the running back going up the middle. Caught. Tackle led rather. 9 looks like, Coach. The tackler for the Wildcats. Second and 5. 8 minute and counting. Ball spotted at the Wildcat 20-yard line. Called up. Shiny hit of mine. Here we go. Side cutting in. Tackle lit. It is, Coach. It shouldn't be. Yard line, 7 minutes and counting in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
Let's see. Stole the Tiger. Boy, he's
Up to short goal line.
I'm gonna go ask if they need help with that.
58 seconds in counting. For the game.
Open on the tackle for the Wildcats.
Get shut out and touch. Whether they give up a touchdown, defense always likes to throw a shut.
Tiger. Big bed for Tiger. Coach excited on the other side about that touchdown.
Like it, gotta like it. Still a good story. And they are going to go for one. I like seeing that on the side of the opponents. So that's good.
He's up. And it's good. 5 minutes and 46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 49 Wildcats, 7 Tiger.
That's a lot of times it seems like we play locking you out on a Thursday night. Do you know if that's a Friday night game?
Indeed it is, Coach. It is the 25th.
Well, this is something that hadn't happened for most of the game. That's a kickoff from South Pasadena to Wildcats. Do they try an onside? Cats are ready for it, but I think the South Pasadena wants to just get this thing rolling. Yeah, kick it deep. Unfortunately, the Cats are going to return it, and here we go.
Uh-oh. He could go. Number 7, David Cristostomo on the run for the Wildcats. There is a penalty marker down.
It's like a block in the back.
The penalty is against against the Cats, Coach.
Against the Wildcats.
Yeah, against the Cats. Ball is going back. Clock is still running. Despite the penalty, folks, the clock is still running. That's why it's called a running clock. First in for the Wildcats, 10-yard line. Clock is running. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Of course, we're going to hand it off, Coach. Tigers there, number 44.
Even if they take, I mean, they're going to maximize the time. Should be well under, or at least no more than a minute when they get a first down. They get a first down. You can turn out the lights as you were doing earlier.
Turn out the lights, party's over.
I need to leave. You need to come to the booth now, please. I need to leave right after the game. You need to come to the booth right now, please. I'm in the booth. I'm in the booth up front. I'm stuck, Sam.
Clock moves under 2 minutes. It brings up a third down and about 5. Wildcats again probably will take close to the maximum time before they go on the play. They're taking the lineup.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. Right down to 1 minute and 36 seconds left to play in the ball game. Cats 3rd down and 4 at their own 16-yard line. Handoff to the Wildcats. Oh, Coach, it looks like he could be a half yard short. Makes it 4th down for the Wildcats, but they may give him the first. Let's see. No, it's going to be, they gave him the first down, Coach.
Yeah, I think that was a mercy first down that nobody's going to argue. That'll take us to the end.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure working with you. We want to thank you for the opportunity and certainly thank our sponsors, Digital Studios Academy. They did a great job bringing this show to you tonight. And again, thank you so much. Hurry back, John Russell.
Yeah, on behalf of Mr. Damian Fluker and Anthony Great Hair Carlson, I'd like to also thank the Digital Studios Academy for their excellent work tonight. Guys, you kick butt. All the filming was awesome. Again, we'd like to thank you for watching us live here on YouTube channel, MHS Wildcat TV, Senior Night and Homecoming at the Don Montgomery Sports Complex in Wildcat Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, our final score, Monrovia Wildcats 49, South Pasadena Tigers 7. Good night, and see you next time.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for your Monrovia Wildcat football team. Thank you all for coming out supporting Monrovia High School athletics. Remember to stick around. As our award-winning marchers will be performing for you.
Hey, Phil. Let's go. League champs, baby.
Cat City know what we do, baby. Yeah.
Can't do that, coach. Can't jog off.
Sorry, bud. Hey, get up. Put your thing down. Silver band, pull it down, pull it down.
Good job, good job.
Go through the speakers, you're gonna trip, and it only takes one person. I'm sorry. I'll be over there right now. Contact one. We're good. All right. If you're ready to go, step behind your board. We'll show you the show. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your post-game entertainment, the association of Monrovia High School is proud to present the Monrovia High School Marching Orchestra. Under the field direction of Dr. David Hall and the program by Christina Silva, the marching band will be performing their award-winning competition field show, Dance in the Sky. So please, give a warm
Oh, I have slipped the soul bombs again. Oh, I have slipped the soul bombs of age, and danced the skies on laughter silver wings.
football game. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Larry Roll. Have a safe travel, and we'll see you all next week.